It was a nice autumn day on the island of Sodor. Duck, the Great Western Engine, was pulling some ballast truck from Arlsburg Station to take to Tidmouth Station. Duck always enjoyed the sights and sounds along his branch line, especially the Castle Tunnel. As Duck pulled his train through the tunnel, he suddenly felt a bump on the line when he came out. Duck's driver slowed him and his train down to inspect the track. "Oh dear," said the driver. "I think the embankment beneath the track is starting to become weak. We must warn Sir Topham Hatt at once." "Yes, indeed," agreed Duck. "We can't have that on our Great Western line, can we?" Duck and his driver told Sir Topham Hatt about the tracks near the Castle Tunnel.
"That doesn't seem safe. We must close the Little Western so that the maintenance can start on the section of track."
"What about me and Oliver, sir?" asked Duck.
"Duck, I'm sending you to help out on Edward's branch line, and I'll be sending Oliver to do Thomas's work on his branch line. Thomas will be helping out with the repairs."
Later that day, Sir Topham Hatt explained everything to Thomas. Thomas was to bring workmen to and from the work site every day, and to add to that, Thomas would also be helping out by bringing trucks full of new ballast from the other side of Sodor and the mainland. Next day, Thomas collected workmen from Knapford Station and made his way to the Castle Tunnel. Every time he came to the work site, Thomas had to stop at a sign of danger. This meant that Thomas was not allowed to pass through the sign, or else an accident would happen. Thomas didn't seem to be worried, though.
"I won't have to worry about passing through that sign," he told Annie and Clarabelle. "It won't be like that time I passed danger once and fell down a mine."
As Thomas reached Knapford with his 2 coaches, he noticed James arriving with 4 trucks of ballast needed for the repairs. "Here's the ballast, Thomas. Take great care of those stupid trucks. They've been trying to hold me back."
"Don't worry, James. I'm not that far from the Castle Tunnel, so I shouldn't have any problems."
But Thomas spoke too soon. Once Thomas was coupled up to the trucks, he made his way to the Castle Tunnel. Along the way, Thomas had to stop at a signal at danger. The trucks began their tricks once Thomas stopped. On, they cried. They pushed Thomas past the signal just as it turned green, and Thomas was shocked as the trucks pushed him down the line. "Faster! Faster!" they cried.
"Stop! Stop! Stop!"
shouted Thomas, but it was no use. The brake van wasn't strong enough to stop the trucks from pushing Thomas either. It was no use. Thomas tried to stop the trucks from pushing him, but he was getting closer to the Castle Tunnel. The trucks had managed to push Thomas past the flags of danger, and before he could stop the trucks, Thomas came right off the rails and splashed into the river by the line. The Troublesome Trucks laughed and laughed as Thomas looked miserable in the water. Later, Salty and Stanley brought the breakdown train to get Thomas and the trucks back on the rails. Thomas was worried that Sir Topham Hatt would be cross as Salty pulled him back on the rails.
"Thomas, you passing through the flags of danger and coming off the rails has caused confusion and delay. We only have 2 truckloads of ballast delivered safely to the workshop from your train, but your accident has caused me a great deal of trouble. Now we will have to get more ballast from the mainland."
"I'm sorry, sir,"
said Thomas sadly.
"It was those troublesome trucks causing me so much trouble."
Sir Topham Hatt sent Thomas to the steamworks to be repaired, and Sir Topham Hatt asked Stanley to help with the ballast. "Yes, sir," said Stanley proudly. He was determined to help out with the track repairs. Stanley soon left to have a rest before heading off to Vickerstown to collect the trucks. But that's another story.